This is the spiritual reading for the week of September 23rd, 2018. A little bit of a sinus head thing going around, and I think I got it. So look a little run down and sound funny, but I'll still get through it. So anyway, let's get right into it. John Jay. John actually goes by JJ because of the first and the last name. You have so much stuff going on that it's amazing you can keep it straight. Not only with work, but relationships, but also life and children and everything. It's quite amazing the ability you have to keep it all together. At the same time, it is running you down, and it's why you're always tired, and why you want to sleep and just kind of veg out. It's just you're taking on way too much. So evaluate what you potentially could not do and then change it, and then it'll just help you not feel as tired, and you'll be more motivated and more intellectually there to process everything. Okay. Bree N and Bree J and Bree 2. Lots of Brees. I'm not used to that name. Anyway, the three of you are lumped together in the spirit world just because you're all experiencing the same thing. You're all struggling with drugs, and you're all with somebody who also struggles with drugs. And if you're trying to stay clean, that's the last thing that you can do, is be around somebody else who is doing drugs, because it's too hard of a temptation, especially if it's your partner that is also doing drugs as well. So as much as you may love your partners, at the same time you have to love yourself first. And being with somebody who's in that situation when you're trying to stay clean, you're not loving yourself, and you're only setting yourself up to fail. So take that step back, end the relationship until you'll both get things together, and then maybe try at that point. But those memories of doing drugs together are always going to be there, so it will make it quite difficult. Okay, Sarah H and Sarah A used to also being lumped together because of similar situations. You both are in a very abusive relationship. Both of you are being abused physically and mentally. It's hard to get out just because you have a self-esteem issue and a lack of self-worth, mostly because the person has been doing this to you. But the only way you will successfully leave and stay gone is to start healing yourself and working on yourself. Once you can start doing that, then when you walk away, you'll be done, because neither one of these guys will chase after you. So it's not like, what we see in movies where you leave and they stalk you. No, these guys will just go away, but you have to be the one to walk away. And I know that's very difficult for you. Okay, Mark M, Mark W, Mark G, and Mark B. So another group of people, same messages as well. Don't be too hard on yourself when it comes to trying to find a career or a life choice. You guys are still all young, and I know it's hard in this society to figure things out, but the problem is you're putting too much pressure on yourself to figure out. Take a job. As long as it's enough to pay your bills, it doesn't matter what you're doing. And if you hate it, work it until you find a different job, and try different jobs out until you find something that you enjoy doing or you want to do. It might seem like the adults have it figured out, but we went through the same thing, and it's just, instead of changing our career, even though we hated it, we just stayed in it until we ended up accepting it. So you guys are actually on a better foot to understand that you don't know what you want to do, where the older generation, we just picked something and then stayed in it. So the beauty about everything is change. We can change things. We can make things better. So doesn't matter if we pick something that's terrible. It's, in the end, is how long do we hold on to that. So don't be hard on yourselves, and just keep moving forward. And the change is the general message for everybody. Change is looked at as a scary thing, but change is actually good. Change forces us, in some cases, to reevaluate what we're doing and force us to change into something else. And then other changes, in general, changes we choose to make, although it might be scary, in the end still allow us to grow and to move into the next phases of challenges and rewards that we're seeking. So if we never change, we never move forward, and if we never move forward, then we stay stuck. So change is a beautiful thing, but yet we're afraid of it and we don't like it. So anytime change is there, take it. If you don't like where you went, change back. Change, that's the beauty of change. You can always change.